Aaron.
Hey, welcome to the White Box. This is my garage gym. And my dogs.
Hey guys, this is Coop from Garage Gym Reviews. I just want to say thank you to Erin out of Dubai for letting us shoot this video. This was shot by GenStrong Media in Dubai. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to fly over to visit, but we all get to virtually visit Aaron's incredible gym, the White Box. Honestly, it's one of my favorite gyms I've seen on Instagram. He's become one of my internet friends, and we talk all the time through Instagram. I was like, man, we got to figure out a way to shoot your garage to show off the community. He's like, oh, well, let's talk to some people. So GenStrong Media was able to shoot it for us. Thank you guys. Thank you, Aaron. I can't wait for you to see this garage gym. It's incredible. So let's roll that beautiful bean footage. See ya.
Hi, my name's Aaron White. I'm the owner of the White Box. It's got a little Instagram following. I'm 46 years old. I've been powerlifting is my main interest for the last 3 years. Last year I cracked a 600 kilo total for the first time. Bench at 142.5, deadlift at 242.5, and squat at 220 kilos. Huge gains. I remember, God, when I started it was barely 400 kilos. So big shout out to Patrick, who put 200 kilos on my total in 3 years. I've competed in a couple of amateur competitions just for fun. I like to bring the hype when I lift, and it's a great way for me to release the tension from my job. I'm a IT sales guy when I'm not powerlifting, and the dad of 2 lovely girls, and husband to a lovely wife, Carmina, ever suffering, who puts up with my love of powerlifting and is also responsible for my large barbell collection. She likes to buy me a barbell for either Christmas or my birthday. So that's my excuse anyway. This came about, gosh, probably nearly 6 years ago. We first moved in to this house, and I was just parking my car in here, and I thought, man, this looks like a waste of space. So I grabbed some mats. I had a med ball and a kettlebell at the time I was doing CrossFit, and it built up from there. So I got a cheap Chinese rack, I got some barbells and plates, and just started using it as an area to train and have some fun. For the last 3 years I've been predominantly powerlifting, and as my love for powerlifting increased, so did the amount of equipment that I needed. So I sold the Chinese power rack and brought the power rack that you see behind us. I got it built here, and that really started everything off. I then got powerlifting bar, and then ended up ordering plates from Malayco, and the agonizing 8 to 10 week wait for them to ship over was worth it in the end. And then I ended up getting more plates. As you can see, I've got lots and lots of blues. During the time of getting the rack, I also was really struggling with bench, so to be able to get a consistent setup, and that's where we ended up getting the bench built here. It's to my own design. I got a few tips of some excellent bench presses I know. Shout out to Captain Pat, who helped me really get that bench design really locked down. We got the CADs for it, and it's made from super steel, 7 gauge, super strong, super heavy duty, with a Thompson fat pad on it. And in fact, Danny Thompson messaged me on Instagram and saying it was a beautiful bench. So I think that's probably the best endorsement you can ever really have. Over the course of the 5 years, I've acquired more and more kit. I can't help but collect gear from classifieds. So I've had to really build out the storage unit, which has been amazing. Dimension Fitness did a wonderful job. They worked with me through it, so we could have the bumpers on the bottom, then racks for the dumbbells, space for kettlebells, space for the belts, and then the wall balls on top. I like to deadlift on the custom deadlift platform by the guys at Dimension Fitness, because I kind of feel bad slamming stuff onto the floor. I don't want to disturb the neighbours because they're already probably super mad at me. as is. In fact, there's so much gear that I've got a storage shed outside. So when it's not 120 degrees, we've got some outside toys. We've got the torque tank, got some farmers carries, got the big Atlas balls, the ply boxes, even some joke boxes, traditional sled, parallettes, and out the back there's a yoke. So if you want to try and get buff and strong, White Box in the winter in Dubai is a good place to come. I train in here almost exclusively now for powerlifting, 3 or 4 times a week. It's great. Put on my own tunes, maybe some YouTube, maybe some garage gym reviews, get me in the mood for lifting. And this gym has also seen some really big lifts, not for me, but for some other really great powerlifters who've been through here and had a lift over the last few years. And you never know, maybe in November when the world champs are here, we might get 1 or 2 special guests come and have a little lift in the White Box. I don't only use this gym myself, my wife regularly uses it, and that's why we have the Pilates Reformer bed, which is a fantastic piece of equipment. She actually cried when we brought it, and she has private lessons with the Pilates bed once a week or so. Garage gains, because gains. We've got a custom made pull-up bar from a local manufacturer, Dimension Fitness, who made a few items in this gym. I'll point them out. Obviously you need space for your mobility tools and your yoga mats, also for my wife. No gym's complete without a whiteboard, although I do most of my training off the training program off the iPad. Knee sleeves and stuff, and the TRX gear. And then let's start into this custom-made storage rack. Fantastic, again by Dimension Fitness. Got a full range of Dynamax balls, the belts, and then TKO Pro style dumbbells from £5 all the way up to 100. That was a second-hand buy from a gym that was closing down. Got it for $1,200, including a rack. It's fantastic. Also got Alico competition kettlebells. Got these 3 for just a couple $100 again on Debizzle, local classified ads. Really great deal. Really proud of my bumper collection. Can never have enough plates apparently. I've got the Alico training wheels from the same place as the dumbbells. $1,000 for more than 400 pounds, actually more like 700 pounds of weights. Rogue training discs. They were about $1,000 for a full set. Again, faster competition bumpers. Got them from the supplier here. And more recently, some Alico XF bumpers as well. In the corner here, my wraps, my knee sleeves, some custom bench press boards, really cool. All my bands that I need for training. And from when I started fitness, what do you call those things? Body pump weights, I don't know. My wife likes them still. Probably the pride of my collection is my Alico powerlifting discs. We've got 5 reds each side, 10 reds. I've got, for some reason, 20 Alico 20s, which is wonderful because everyone likes to train with 20s, and a couple of sets of 10s. These worked out way cheaper for me to acquire into Dubai, simply because of the cost of shipping versus some other stuff coming from the States. Really happy. These are all mounted on the big power rack, custom built for me by Dimension Fitness. They were able to modify the Rogue J hooks and the Rogue straps to fit the rack, and they also built me the custom deadlift platform and also the frame for the bench that you see in here. This is great, really like it. It's loosely based on a Rogue R6, but with a little bit of customization, so slightly wider at the back here for the plate storage, and the laser engraved White Box logo up there. So that's the rack. I'll take you through to the barbell collection. I'll try and run through it the best I can. We start off with the Duffalo bar by Kabuki Strength. Great for me personally. I like the range of motion for bench. We've got 2 Rogue Ohio bars. in the manly pink color because, you know, pink. Probably my favorite bar for powerlifting is the Cerakote Thor bar from Rogue. Next to that is American Barbell, Cerakote over stainless steel. Seems like super overkill. It's got softer knurling, quite good for deadlifts. Next to that is the first ever powerlifting bar I got, which is the classic Rogue Ohio Power Bar in black zinc. Next to that one is my newest bar actually. It's the Eleiko XF functional fitness bar. It's almost brand new, got it for a great deal. Next to that is classic Texas power bar, quite whippy, a little bit more narrow, great for deadlifts. Next to that is the very famous Rogue Ohio stainless steel bar, wonderful for low maintenance. Really great feeling on that bar. Next to that is oh my gosh. Yes, that's the Eleiko weightlifting training bar. Doesn't get much use in here, I'll be honest. Here's the Kabuki Strength powerlifting bar, a nickel, wonderful bar, super strong. Eleiko Performance powerlifting bar for training, and next to it here are the 3 Rogue powerlifting bars. So the Rogue 25 kilo 32 mil fitness width squat bar, the 27 mils bare steel deadlift bar, and classic 29 mil powerlifting bar in bare steel. Wonderful set, everything you'd ever need, kind of like a barbell menu. Over here we have very famous bench. Had this custom built here in Dubai to my specs. We had a first version built, didn't quite do what I needed, so I was able to get this built locally out of, I think it's like 7 gauge steel. It's super thick, super strong. We've got the Rogue monoliths that were custom built for this, because it's slightly different thickness of steel. So these are 80 mil tubes versus 3 inch, which you would find on Rogue. It's got spotter steps. We've got lots and lots of good adjustment and laser engraved holding. Really good. Love benching on this. See my bench go from 100 kilos up to 145 using this. All the change you'd ever need in the back. I've got a set for squats and a set for bench, set up for my body dimensions, and the mag grip handles for cable work, all you'd ever need really, and then a whole bunch of collars and stuff. And I typically use the mag grips on this low row lat pull down combo. Again, I found it on the local classifieds. Tough to move around. It's not super durable, but I made it kind of look a bit more badass by taking off the plastic, getting this change from brown to black, and it's about all I need. So that in a nutshell is the White Box. Everyone needs some place to put their lifters. Here's my place. Perfect. Oops.